Gainesville traffic, system 10 uniform, taking active runway 17, remaining in the pattern for touch and goes, Gainesville.
Alright, so I made my radio call. Now the first thing you do in any airplane, no matter if it's tail wheel or a regular tricycle gear, is taxi out and get centered on the center line of the runway, okay? And the next thing I'm doing is I'm going to take another look at the windsock and see what the winds are doing, because that's my instant notification. Alright, so I'm going to start easing in the power, maintaining center line. Alright, full power is in. Verify with your RPM gauge. Oil pressure looks good. Alright, so there's 60 miles an hour, so we're going to go fly. Alright, so I'm airborne. First thing I always do is trim. Trim the airplane. Relieve the pressures. And then I'm going to pick a spot out on the horizon and fly directly to it. That way, when I climb out, I'm climbing straight out past the runway. I'm not going to one side or the other. Okay, verifying again. We're getting full power. And I pitched up to my climb out speed, 85 miles an hour. Now, whenever you add right rudder for takeoff, what I like to do is some people are going in and out, too much right rudder, too little right rudder. So what I like to do, go ahead and push your rudder pedal up until the ball's centered, and then plant your heel. Once your heel's planted, then you can relax and you're not fighting to find that sweet spot. Okay, so there's 1,500 feet. I'm going to clear to the left and clear to the right. All right, everything looks good. I'm going to make my radio call.
Gainesville traffic, system 10 uniform, turning left, crosswind 17 Gainesville.
Okay, made my radio call for my crosswind leg. And then notice I'm only banking 20 degrees in the traffic pattern. Because whenever you take people up for flying, the more you bank, the more it kind of makes them uneasy of whenever they first start flying. So 20 degrees is all you need, especially if you're going and you're going to be flying bigger and better airplanes in the future. If you're flying with airlines, you're not going to be banking 60 degrees in the traffic pattern. Okay, turning downwind.
Gainesville traffic, system 10 uniform, turning downwind 17 Gainesville.
Alright, so now we're up to traffic pattern altitude. What I like to do is go ahead and pull the power out to 1900, 2000 RPMs. Because it's not a race to get to the end of the runway. Traffic pattern is designed to get the airplane prepared for landing. So now we got the airplane slowed down. Everything looks really good. Now we got plenty of time to complete our before landing checklist, okay? Alright, so here we go. Got seatbelts on, mixture is full rich, carburetor heat is on, flaps will throw them in a little bit, and airspeed will shoot for 75 miles an hour, and final approach will be 70. Alright, so look at this. Now I got the airplane slowed down. Everything looks really good. I got plenty of time. Not rushing anything. Maintaining my traffic pattern altitude of 1,000 feet above ground level, so it's 1,800 feet. And then I'm always looking back at the runway and verifying exactly where my runway's at. Okay, so we're past the numbers. I'm going to go ahead and add 10 degrees of flaps in. Getting the airplane slowed down. Now right here, as you can see, I'm looking for the numbers to reach about 30 degrees back behind the wing, and that's going to be my indication I need to go ahead and turn on my base leg. So we're getting closer there. And don't ever descend below pattern altitude until you turn base. A lot of people turn a lot too soon. I'm turning base, making my radio call, and I'm starting my descent.
Gainesville traffic, system 10 uniform, turning left base 17, full stop, Gainesville.
There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and add in 20 degrees of flaps. Alright, we got 20 degrees of flaps in. Gotta start to slow down the airplane a little bit.
Gainesville traffic, experimental 14 Lima Bravo flight at 2 is going to be taking off 17 and leaving the pattern. Cessna on base, you will be out of your way, no problem.
Okay, we got them. I don't know if they're going to make it or not. We'll see.
Gainesville traffic, system 10 uniform, turning final approach 17. I've got the traffic in sight.
Okay, so here we go. Now on my final approach, I'm going to go ahead and add in 30 degrees of flaps. I'm going to trim the airplane, and then boom, I'm done. The airplane's flying itself all the way down to the center line. That's what you want to do. A lot of people don't trim, and they're flattening the airplane the whole way, and they're causing the airplane to wander all over the place. But go ahead and just trim the airplane and let it do all the flying for you, okay? So I'm just managing the airspeed on the way down. Try to keep about 70, 75 miles an hour. And the flight of 2 actually got off pretty quick. Okay, so I'm on about a quarter-mile final. I'm keeping everything, see? The airplane's still flying itself. I'm just doing little control movements, okay? Okay, so I'm about 100 feet from the end of the runway. I'm going to go ahead and decrease my power to idle and let the airspeed bleed out on the way down, okay? All right, so now I'm getting down the runway. You just want to kind of hold it off and let the airspeed and keep bleeding off. Keep pitching up until the airplane touches down really nice and softly on the back wheels. Now go ahead and keep that elevator back. Bleed off all that airspeed until the nose wheel comes down and hits the runway. And then you'll stop a lot quicker like that. Okay, another thing is a lot of people, once they get down on the runway, they got their head down and they're putting mixture rich or lean and flaps down and stuff like that. Just wait a couple seconds till you're off the runway and you're off the whole short line. And then you got time to do all that stuff. Because you don't want to keep rushing everything and then, you know, pinch yourself in the corner and get in some problems.
Gainesville traffic system 1-0 uniform, we're clear to active, Gainesville.
Okay, so I see I'm passing the whole short line right there. Make sure the airplane's past the whole short line. The tail's not sticking out over everything. Then you can do your after landing checklist. All right, wing flaps up, carburetor heat's cold, and mixture's lean. Okay, and then we're going back to our normal taxi.
Right on your right wing, Nan.
Okay, going to 2275.
Roger that.
All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. And if you guys are interested in any kind of flight instruction, ground instruction, or if you just want to go for a sightseeing flight, just give me a call. Talk to you later. See ya.